doing media interviews tonight over at the VIP reception. We've got a special little room for our filmmakers, our official selections, and our VIPs to do some on-camera interviews. So Mike's going to take care of that, and he's also here to answer questions. You juried at Slam Dance, correct? And several others?
Slam Dance, Microsoft Fest, and Sid Haig.
Correct.
Yes.
So, you know, over in the corner, we have two fantastic icons with us this year. We're so very lucky, so gracious, and so thankful that we're here. We have Emmy Award-winning actor Timothy Busfield with us this year. I don't know if he really needs any more introduction than that. I think we all probably have some questions for this fella. And then in the corner here, the wonderful horror film icon Sid Haig is with us.
Your interesting career, how you had peaks and valleys, and you almost decided to get out of acting altogether at one point, didn't you?
Well, I did, as a matter of fact. In '92, I decided that if the powers that be couldn't figure out that I could do more than just stick a gun in somebody's face, I was out of there. So at 58, I went back to school and became a certified therapist. Gave Hollywood a single digit. And then I got a phone call from Quentin Tarantino. I still don't know how I got my own phone number.
Company 5 years ago, and decided to move to LA to start a company.
What about the girl?
We got married.
Okay, congratulations. My wife.
Yes, sir.
Independent film, alive and well, right?
Yeah, I would like to think so. So many venues for distribution now that weren't available before. You know, so many different ways that you can make films and get them out there. I think that it's just a wild, wide world of possibility. I'm still a fan of, you know, seeing something shot 35mm and seeing it at a theater, but I'm opposed to watching a whole movie on YouTube.
Chris, obviously, there's a lot going on in independent film right now, and a lot of venues, as Mike said. I mean, is this an exciting time for independent film?
I think it's definitely always a time of change. You know, like the entire country is obviously suffering economic disparity and whatnot. And I'm thinking, wow, you all know what indie filmmakers feel like all the time. Now the whole country knows. It's always a chase for the money, but just to echo what Tim was saying earlier, yeah, filmmaking is a team sport. I would say football, where the producer is like the coach, and like the quarterback, that's the director, and the receivers, they're like the actors because they like to show off, showboat, and your center and blockers, they're like your DP and your crew. Anyways, I could go on and on. But yeah, but it's like, to me, filmmaking's a team sport. I mean, you know, the actors, the directors get a lot of attention, but you need that entire team to be able to pull off a great indie film. And having been involved in film and TV projects and then written books, I kind of feel like my career is kind of, I have ADD career because I sort of have my fingers in a lot of pies, but I like that I get to be able to do a lot of different things. So I'm anxious to hear what people here in the audience came to, because the title of the panel confused me a bit. I wondered, why am I on it? But then I thought it's a good opportunity for you guys to ask questions of us, because certainly it's a diverse group. So I appreciate being here. Thanks.
So John, there's a lot of disparity, obviously, from indie films to Disney films. How do you get from one to the next? How do you get to the next level? Actually, how do we get my 9-year-old daughter from Disney Channel show?
Or the voice of 20th. I think as most independent artists, whether you're a writer or an actor, or editor, director, your vision and your voice is that unique thing that you have to just possess and own, and that will sell you. Not, you know, because that's one of the biggest things I think that is difficult when you go to Hollywood, you go to Los Angeles or wherever it is you face what you expect them to want and redefine what is yourself and your vision. And I think that's the biggest mistake, because you lose your voice. And that's the one thing you have.
Think of it, you know, do your best to do the best you can and let that shine, rather than get in your head and decide what it is you think they want. I agree with you completely on the voice.
And that journey takes so long to get there. I mean, because as artists, we're all vulnerable. We're just vulnerable, and you know, we have to just find within ourselves, you know, the strength to just hear what ourself says rather than what the world tells us.
Alan Maldonado, maybe you can talk a little bit more about that. How did you find your voice?
Man, basically everything you just touched upon was just staying true to who you are, what you believe in, and letting your ability speak for itself. Like my motto is to be a superior talent, because there's so many issues or dilemmas or things that you have no control over as an actor when it comes to producer or a film, because the look, you may not physically be right for this role, but it has nothing against what your ability as an actor is, or there could be, you know, political things that come into play.
I mean, I love acting. I've done, hard to answer your question. When you get on a set, it's a feeling like, you know, I've been reporter number 36 in Cinderella Man, and I was also the star of an Anthony Hopkins movie called Slipstream that he did, a very avant-garde weird film where I worked 27 days out of 28, and it's an amazing feeling to work so hard and just forget your personal life, and you get to the set and do this. And right now I'm in the midst of producing and starring in a film that we just finished writing called The Other Brother. And if you know, I'm the brother of Brian Grazer. So I'm the other brother. And if you saw the marquee, it would say Grazer Howard presents. And if you camera pans down, it's me and Clint Howard. And it's a great, you know, film. I mean, I think it's pretty great. I came up with this idea about 5 years ago when I felt, wow, I'm just never, ever going to get to that place that Brian's at, you know. And you know, you sort of want to, but you just never, you know, I'm just not going to get there. So what can I do? I can capitalize on who I am, which is the other path of fame. And it's, you know, it's a very funny sort of Woody Allen, you know, exploring the psychodynamic of what it's like to be in that shadow. And it's, you know, it's my life. I love it. You know, I can either just, you know, there were moments that I would say to myself, I can't do this anymore. I can't be an actor. I can't be in this shadow anymore. Or, you know, I just go into being, I'll be a teacher. You know, I don't have the credit. So I just have to keep pursuing this, and I feel, I think it's what I'm doing is the right thing. Is this other brother idea, because I'm having a ball. I'm laughing at myself. It's a lot of fun.
And when there's connecting with you emotionally, at each of the festivals that I've juried at, it's been such a different set of films. I mean, to go from Slam Dance, where I was working with just documentaries and seeing just scans and scans.
Production value is incredible, but what hasn't changed is the thing that I look for, which is always I just want to see the essence of something, discovery, some new original voice. And previously we'd be at festivals and you'd see things that were just like the technical competency was god awful.